Hello and welcome. I'm Elizibar, and we're going to talk about the Action Lab Comics thing because, and I'm not taking any credit for this because I saw this right before I went to bed, but it was after I recorded those other videos about Action Lab Comics. The situation is ever evolving. So apparently, Action Lab Comics, on thing number one, opened up an email address so that people can send their grievances to them. I retweeted this last night right before I went to bed, right when I saw it. Mostly so I could go find it later, but also because I think that's kind of a big deal. All this discussion that people have been having, pretty much just on Twitter, much to my surprise, actually has paid off a little bit. Now, there's maybe a little more to it than just that, because the creator of Zombie Tramp over here has settled out of court with Action Lab Comics. So, Dan Mendoza is getting his character back. I'm not quite sure what the beef was between him and Action Lab Comics. I do think I remember not seeing a Zombie Tramp comic in a store for a while now. So I guess this probably explains what that's all about. So not sure what's going on here, but congrats to them for coming up with a mutually agreeable solution. And Dan Mendoza's got his character back. It's going to be published by his own label. Action Lab Comics will still get to publish a few more issues of it. So, kind of a happy ending. Little compromise. Everybody gets something. Hey, that's how these sorts of things are supposed to work. Everybody gets something. That's called compromise. And usually nobody's actually happy about it, which is how you know you've actually reached a really good compromise. But back over to this, right? Action Lab opened up an email. Now, this is ridiculous to me because why do you need a separate email address so people can send you grievances? Like what? They can't just send your customer service rep or your creator liaison or whatever. Like you have to have somebody in the company whose job is to deal with other people, right? That whether it's your CEO because you're a really small company, you've got like 5 employees, and the CEO negotiates directly with creators, or you've got somebody whose job is just to go glad hand the creators, sign deals, that kind of stuff. Like there's somebody there who should already be doing this. So the fact that they've opened up a special email address just for this, that seems really weird to me. I don't understand why. I don't understand how. It doesn't make a lick of sense to me. But on the other hand, let's click into here. It exists. It's right here. Yes, I tested it this time. My public. Okay, so I don't see any evidence here that anybody has really gotten through to them. But we're hoping that we're optimistic this is still possible. Mutual separation. I'm going to so much Twitter exit. I do not care. I don't do Twitter. I don't even know who he's arguing with. Whatever. I don't care about the Twitter beef, man. I care about people, companies interacting with each other in ways that are mutually beneficial and ethical, right? You shouldn't license somebody's property and hold on to it and never sell it. Like, if that's your business model, if that's what you're doing it wrong. If you license somebody's property and you think you can sell it, you should sell it. And then if you realize, hey, we can't actually sell this, we're only moving like 500 units or something, then you go, hey, buddy, here's your property back. You know, whatever. Like you have that out built into the contract so that everybody can leave happy. That avoids this whole mess. If people can get out of the contracts, they can separate, in a way that everybody has determined at the beginning of this, then nobody's going to go away unhappy. I mean, okay, maybe somebody's going to go away unhappy because they didn't sell 10,000 units of something that only had like 100 orders or whatever. But that's a different kind of unhappy. That's not like the unhappy from these guys screwed me over, these guys stole my stuff, anything like that. These guys owe me money. None of that. That's just life. So I'm very hopeful that Action Lab Comics and some of their creators are going to be able to resolve these differences. I mean, look, it's right here. As silly as it kind of seems to me to have a separate email address just so people can send messages saying, hey, give me my money, when they should already have been able to do that, it's at least like a step towards the right direction. So I'm going to try to keep an eye on this as the situation develops here. But this is a good, positive first step. It's an acknowledgement that they can do better, that they want to at least make the negative press go away. And if that's all you got, it's a good first step right there. Let's make the negative press go away. Let's buy some time, and then maybe you can work out some deals and make people happy. This still doesn't kind of resolve the tragedy that I posted up earlier today, the Gordon McLean thing. That really hurt my heart reading that stuff. And the company never should have put him in that position. And I don't know the full story there, so maybe there's a lot of heavy stuff that I'm unaware of. That's entirely possible, but it still hurts. On the plus side, maybe these guys are going to get their book, Crash and Troy, back, which that sounds like that'd be a great win for them, right? So keep your eyes out. If you're watching this kind of stuff, keep watching it. If you see something juicy, let me know so I can go take a look at it. There's one thing that people like more than just about anything else, and that's gossip. The only thing people like more than that is talking about themselves. So gossip is way up there, and this is essentially like gossip. And I feel kind of bad for making a gossip video, but this situation seems so absolutely crazy to me, even though I know it's common. I mean, there was that whole campaign earlier this year about writers trying to get Disney to pay them the royalties that Disney contractually owes those writers. That just blows my mind that a big mega corporation isn't just going to be like, yeah, here's $10,000, go away and leave me alone. That's all they got to do. You just throw money at them and they'll just go away. Because that's how writers are. It's like, oh, I got my money. I'm out, bro. See ya. Oh, wild times. Wild times. Anyway, you all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.